Squid Game Season 3 will include the show's deadliest game after what happened in Season 2. One of the games in Squid Game Season 3 will likely be the deadliest yet after the events of the second season. Squid Game Season 2 follows Gi-hun, who returns to the games to help a new group of players and to take down the front man. While the first season of Squid Game included all the games and crowned Gi-hun as the eventual winner, Squid Game Season 2 only features a few games. Squid Game Season 2 does not feature all the games because Gi-hun starts a rebellion and a large group of players attack the guards. Gi-hun's rebellion fails at the end of Squid Game Season 2. Therefore, Gi-hun and the other remaining players will likely be forced to participate in more games in the upcoming Squid Game Season 3. Squid Game Season 2's cast includes Lee Jung-ja, Lee Byung-hun, Wai Ha-jun, and Lee Seo-won, who all reprised their roles from Season 1. However, Season 2 also features plenty of interesting new characters. Since a few games have not yet been played, many of Season 2's characters are still alive, setting the stage for a deadly game to be played in Squid Game Season 3. Squid Game Season 2 didn't kill off a lot of important characters. Most of the main characters are still alive heading into Squid Game Season 3. Squid Game Season 2 ends on a major cliffhanger, and a lot of the plot points haven't been resolved yet. Since Squid Game Season 2 was largely dedicated to developing characters that will also be featured in the third season, it didn't include that many deaths. When compared to the show's first season, hardly any major characters died in Squid Game Season 2. Characters like Thanos, Young Mai, and Sei-mai died in the games, but almost all the main characters are still alive. The biggest death of Squid Game Season 2 is without a doubt Jong-bai's. Jong-bai was Gi-hun's closest friend and one of his most loyal allies throughout Squid Game Season 2. Tragically, Jong-bai was shot by Gi-hun at the very end of Season 2, right before the season cuts to black. Jong-bai's death was significant enough to end the season on, but it didn't even happen during the games. Since Jong-bai was killed during the rebellion, practically no major characters died during the actual games in Squid Game Season 2. Squid Game Season 3 has many fan-favorite characters left to kill. Fan-favorite characters will be in danger in Squid Game Season 3. There are a lot of directions Squid Game Season 3 could go in. It's possible that the games will proceed as planned and that only one winner will eventually be declared. However, it's also possible that another battle will begin, possibly once Jun-ho and his team reach the island. That will result in several players making it out of the games alive. Regardless, it is a certainty that more players need to die before Squid Game Season 3's conclusion. After the dramatic ending of Squid Game Season 2, it is currently unclear how many players, if any, will make it out of the games alive. There are many fan-favorite characters whose deaths would be heartbreaking in Squid Game Season 3. It would be tragic if Junja or Hanju were to die in Squid Game Season 3, since they have both proven themselves to be kind-hearted players who are easy to root for. Additionally, Jun-hee's death would be the most depressing death of the entire series, since she is currently pregnant. After the dramatic ending of Squid Game Season 2, it is currently unclear how many players, if any, will make it out of the games alive. Squid Game Season 3 is sure to have a game as deadly as marbles. Squid Game Season 3's games have potentially been teased. Since there are still so many major characters alive at the end of Season 2, it is a certainty that Squid Game Season 3 will include a game that is as deadly as Marbles was in the show's first season. Marbles was the fourth game played in Squid Game Season 1 and wiped out more than half of the players remaining. Out of the 39 players who entered the game, 22 died while playing Marbles. Marbles was then followed by the Glass Stepping Stones, which eliminated 13 more players. Therefore, Squid Game Season 3 will likely include at least one episode where a majority of the players get killed. Squid Game Season 3's games haven't been confirmed, but the paintings on the walls in Season 2 suggest that Monkey Bars and Human Chest could be upcoming games. After his failed rebellion in Squid Game Season 2, it has even been theorized that Gi-hun will be forced to face the frontman in Human Chess, which would be one of the most heartbreaking and high-stakes games of the entire series.